It's different because I'm young, so like obviously I still have people I look up to, and for people to look up to me, I know that there are people that do, and I try to be the best role model I can, and like on and off the pitch, and you know it's mad to think that youngsters do look up to me, but um like I said, yeah, I try my best to you know do what I can on the pitch, but also off the pitch, because a lot of young fans watch what I do, and if I'm doing something bad, they might think that they can do it, or um, and which is obviously not. So I try to be the best role model off the pitch as I can by working hard, being good outside of football, and also in football. Obviously, if you look at the history and the the history of it and stuff like that, it's quite bad. And obviously, I would say it's changed quite a bit, but there's still a lot still going on in the world that obviously we probably don't even know about. That's happening in obviously other countries, and probably this country as well. Um, and you asked me, do I think it's changed during the pandemic? Obviously, with the need before games and stuff like that, and yeah, it's changed a little bit, but not really. Like there's still stuff that's happening now in the everyday world and in football, and obviously we can try to help it as much as possible because we got a platform to do so. But yeah, in the everyday life, it still happens. It happens to me, and obviously, you know, sometimes I'm young, I have a nice car, and stuff happens, and I don't want to go into too much detail about that, but you just think like, yeah, it still happens in everyday life, and you can't escape it. And what do I want to happen about it? I've already said in many of interviews what I want to happen about it. I want to see, obviously in football, I want to see bans happening and stuff like that, but also in day-to-day life, I just want like more education on it, even to the older generation people, because sometimes they don't know, and if they're still feeding it to their children or youngsters, then it's just going to keep going on. So it might have to start in the older generation and work its way down. I think it was happening the same anyway, but it's just more shed light on it because there was no fans. So you probably hear it in the stadium, maybe, but and then like you would get a text or whatever after the game, and you think nothing of it. But because um you're you're more likely to see it now because or before, because there was no fans, so you didn't really like, because you heard it already, maybe in the stadium or whatever, um, you've kind of calmed down by the time you get to your phone, and you just can't be bothered. But I think the fact that you didn't hear it in the stadium or whatever, and then you get to your phone and you just, all you see is, I don't know, monkey emojis or banana emojis or black this, nigga that, you probably, at that frustration, you see it on your phone, and then now you want to report it and stuff like that. That's what I think, because during the time you're on the pitch, you don't really think of that, especially when there's no fans. But and then obviously when you get off the phone and say you lost and whatever, because that's when they do it, basically when you lose or you play bad, and that's why I think it was more shed to light during the pandemic when everyone was obviously off. And it's like they have more times on that, more time on their hands, so they can make a fake account quicker. They can say what they want. They can delete the account or whatever. And obviously, now you can get that IP address and find out exactly who it was or what device it's from. So now it's a bit better, but it's still gonna happen, and we just gotta try and make it as minimal as possible.